If your check engine light came on and you pulled a P0113 code, do not make the mistake of throwing an intake air temperature sensor at the car without checking the basics first. I see people do that all the time, and sometimes the new sensor does not fix anything because the real problem is a wiring fault, a loose connector, an air intake issue, or even a sensor that is built into the MAF sensor housing. So in this video, I am going to show you what the P0113 code means, the most common causes behind it, how to diagnose it step by step, and how to fix the correct problem instead of wasting money on the wrong part. What the P0113 code means. P0113 usually means Intake Air Temperature Sensor 1 Circuit High Input. In simple terms, the engine computer is seeing an intake air temperature signal that is higher than expected on the voltage side, which usually means the sensor is reporting air that is extremely cold or the circuit is open somewhere. That is because most intake air temperature sensors work by changing resistance as temperature changes. When the air is colder, resistance is higher. When the air is warmer, resistance drops. If the circuit goes open, the computer may interpret that as a very cold air reading and set the P0113 code. Before you diagnose this code, you need to know where the sensor actually is on the car. On some vehicles, the intake air temperature sensor is mounted separately in the intake tube, airbox, or intake manifold. So the first step is always to find out whether your vehicle has a standalone IAT sensor or an IAT that is integrated into the MAF sensor housing. Common causes of a P0113 code. Now let's talk about the most common causes. One of the most common causes is a disconnected sensor. If the connector is loose, unplugged, or not fully seated, the computer can see an open circuit and trigger P0113. Another common cause is damaged wiring. If one of the wires is broken, stretched, corroded, or rubbed through, the signal can go high and set the code. A faulty intake air temperature sensor is also possible. If the sensor fails internally, it can send an incorrect reading or act like an open circuit. Corrosion inside the connector is another big one. Even if the connector looks plugged in from the outside, green corrosion, moisture, or loose pins inside can create a bad connection. If the IAT is built into the MAF sensor, then a bad MAF assembly can also be the cause. And in some cases, the issue is not the sensor itself, but damage to the intake tube or airbox area, especially if someone recently worked on the intake and left something loose, unplugged, or broken. Symptoms you may notice with a P0113 code. Sometimes the only symptom is the check engine light, but depending on the vehicle, you may also notice hard starting, rough idle, hesitation, poor fuel economy, sluggish performance, or a cooling fan running oddly on some setups. The first thing to check before replacing anything. The first thing to do is a visual inspection. Locate the intake air temperature sensor, or the MAF sensor, if your vehicle is a model that has the IAT built into it. When you find the IAT sensor, check the connector. Is it loose? Is it unplugged? Are the wires stretched, frayed, or broken? Is there oil, dirt, or corrosion inside the plug? Did someone recently service the air filter, throttle body, or intake tube and forget to reconnect something? Here is how to quickly diagnose a P0113 code. First, scan the car and confirm the P0113 code. If there are other codes present, especially MAF-related codes, voltage supply codes, or wiring-related codes, I pay attention to those too, because they can help point the diagnosis in the right direction. Second, inspect the sensor connector and harness. Look for broken tabs, loose fitment, bent pins, corrosion, damaged insulation, or signs that the harness has been rubbing on something hot or sharp. Third, look at the live data if you have a scan tool that can show it. This is one of the fastest ways to catch the problem. If the intake air temperature reading is showing something unrealistic, like -40 degrees, or another obviously impossible cold reading, that strongly suggests the computer is seeing an open circuit or a very high resistance problem. Fourth, gently wiggle the connector and wiring while watching live data if possible. If the temperature reading jumps around, you may have an intermittent connection problem. Fifth, unplug the sensor and inspect it. If it is a separate IAT sensor, check whether it is dirty, damaged, cracked, or contaminated. If the IAT is built into the MAF, inspect the MAF assembly and connector carefully. Sixth, test the wiring if needed. You want to verify that the sensor has the proper reference and ground or signal return, depending on the design. If there is no proper circuit supply or the return path is open, replacing the sensor will not solve it. 7th, compare the sensor resistance to temperature if you have the specs and are using a multimeter. Since this is a thermistor-style sensor on most vehicles, the resistance should change with temperature. If the resistance is way out of range or completely open, the sensor may be bad. Now, let's get into the actual fixes based on what you find. If the connector is loose, damaged, or corroded, repair or replace the connector first. Clean light corrosion if possible, but if the pins are damaged or loose, do not trust that connector long-term. If a wire is broken or rubbed through, repair the wiring properly. Do not just twist wires together and tape them up. Make a solid repair, protect the wire, and route it so it does not fail again. If the sensor is faulty, replace the sensor. If it is a separate IAT sensor, replacement is usually simple. Unplug it, remove it, install the new one, reconnect it, and clear the code. If the IAT is built into the MAF sensor, and that part is the problem, then you may need to replace the MAF assembly rather than a separate temperature sensor. If the sensor is dirty and the design allows cleaning, clean it carefully using an electronic safe cleaner or the proper sensor safe cleaner. Do not scrape the sensing element, and do not use harsh chemicals that can damage it. If the intake tube or airbox is damaged, loose, or installed incorrectly, fix that too. How to replace a standalone IAT sensor. If your car uses a separate intake air temperature sensor, here is how you can replace it. First, turn the engine off and let it cool. Second, locate the sensor in the intake tube, airbox, or intake manifold. Third, unplug the electrical connector carefully. Fourth, remove the sensor. Depending on the design, it may twist out, pull out, or be held in with a screw or clip. Fifth, compare the new sensor to the old one to make sure the connector and shape match. Sixth, install the new sensor and make sure it seats correctly. Seventh, reconnect the plug securely. Eighth, clear the code and start the engine. How to fix it if the IAT is built into the MAF sensor. If the intake air temperature sensor is built into the MAF sensor, then the job changes slightly. First, confirm that the problem is actually in the MAF assembly and not just in the connector or wiring. Second, inspect and clean the connector. Third, if needed, remove the MAF sensor and inspect the housing and wiring closely. Fourth, if the internal IAT portion has failed, replace the MAF assembly with the correct part for the vehicle. Fifth, reinstall everything carefully, make sure the intake tube is sealed, reconnect the electrical connector, clear the code, and verify the intake air temperature reading on live data. If this video helped, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.